Today, we're diving into the incredible world of some of the most endangered species on our planet. It's a fact-filled journey, so grab a cozy spot and let's get started. Number 10. Maui Dolphin. Also known as the Maui Dolphin or Popoto, is a critically endangered subspecies of the Hector's dolphin. It is found only off the west coast of New Zealand's North Island and is one of the rarest and smallest dolphin subspecies in the world. As of 2021, there are only an estimated 54 individuals remaining, and the population is unfortunately still declining. Here are some key facts about Maui dolphins. Size. They are small dolphins, growing to only about 1.5 meters in length. Coloration. They have a distinctive gray and white coloration, with a rounded dorsal fin that resembles Mickey Mouse's ear. Habitat. They are found in shallow coastal waters, typically less than 20 meters deep. Diet. They feed on small fish, squid, and octopus. Threats. The main threats to Maui dolphins are entanglement in fishing gear, boat strikes, and habitat degradation. Conservation efforts are underway to protect Maui dolphins, including bans on certain fishing gear in their habitat and public education campaigns. However, much more needs to be done to ensure the survival of this unique and precious species. Number 9. Giant soft-shell turtle. There are two main species of giant soft-shell turtles: the Asian giant soft-shell turtle, Palochales cantori, also known as Cantor's giant soft-shell turtle, or the frog-faced soft-shell turtle, is a critically endangered species native to Southeast Asia. Image of Asian giant soft-shell turtle opens in a new window. The Yangtze giant soft-shell turtle, Raphetos swinhoe, also known as the Red River giant soft-shell turtle, the Shanghai soft-shell turtle, the speckled soft-shell turtle, or Swinhoe's soft-shell turtle, is an extremely rare species, possibly even functionally extinct, native to eastern and southern China and northern Vietnam. Here are some key facts about giant soft-shell turtles. Size. They are the largest freshwater turtles in the world, growing up to 3 meters in length and weighing up to 150 kilograms. Habitat. They inhabit slow-moving freshwater habitats such as rivers, lakes, and swamps. Diet. They are carnivores and feed on fish, crustaceans, reptiles, and amphibians. Threats. The main threats to giant soft-shell turtles are habitat loss, hunting for meat and eggs, and entanglement in fishing gear. The Asian giant soft-shell turtle is listed as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List, while the Yangtze giant soft-shell turtle is listed as critically endangered, possibly extinct in the wild. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these turtles, but they face many challenges. Number 8. Gangi Shark. The Gangi shark, Glyphis gangeticus, is a critically endangered species of requiem shark found in the Ganges River and the Brahmaputra River of India and Bangladesh. It is often confused with the more common bull shark, Carcharinus leucas, which also inhabits the Ganges River and is sometimes incorrectly referred to as the Ganges shark. The Ganges shark is a poorly understood species, and much remains unknown about its biology and ecology. However, here are some key facts we do know. Size. They are relatively small sharks, growing to a maximum length of about 2 meters, 6.6 feet. Appearance. They have a stocky body with a broadly rounded snout and small eyes that are positioned on the top of their head. Their coloration is typically grayish-brown on the back and lighter on the belly. Habitat. They are found exclusively in freshwater rivers and estuaries. Diet. They are believed to be primarily fish eaters, using their sharp teeth to catch prey. Threats. The main threats to Gangi sharks are habitat degradation due to pollution and river modification, as well as overfishing and bycatch. The Gangi shark is listed as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List, and its population is estimated to be very small and declining. Conservation efforts are underway to protect this species, but more research is needed to understand its specific needs and develop effective conservation strategies. Number 7. Lang's metal mark butterfly. The Langer's metal mark butterfly, Apodemia mormo-langae, is a critically endangered butterfly associated with the Antioch Dunes ecosystem in Northern California. It is currently only found at the Antioch Dunes National Wildlife Refuge, where the last remnants of the Antioch Dunes are preserved. The Langer's metalmark butterfly is a subspecies of the Marmot metalmark butterfly, a member of the Rheodinidae family, which includes the metalmark butterflies. These butterflies have a fragile and brightly colored appearance. Here are some key facts about Lang's metalmark butterfly. Size: their wingspan varies from 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Coloration: adult Lang's metalmark butterflies have brown and orange coloring on their wings with distinctive white spotting. Habitat: they are closely associated with the endangered naked-stemmed buckwheat, which is their primary food source for both adults and larvae. Threats: the main threats to the Langer's metalmark butterfly include habitat loss due to development and invasive plants, as well as climate change. Conservation efforts are underway to protect the Langer's metalmark butterfly, including habitat restoration, invasive plant removal, and captive breeding programs. Number 6. The Vancouver Island marmot, Marmot vancouverensis, is a charismatic and critically endangered mammal found only in the high mountains of Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. It's one of only 5 land mammals endemic to Canada, meaning it's found nowhere else in the world. These adorable creatures are essential to the high mountain ecosystem, playing a vital role in seed dispersal and nutrient cycling. Here are some key facts about Vancouver Island marmots. Size: they are large compared to other marmots, with adults weighing between 4.5 and 7.5 kilogram and measuring 65 to 70 centimeters long. Appearance: they have a distinctive rich chocolate brown fur with contrasting white patches on the nose, stomach, and top of the head. Habitat: they live in small patches of south and west-facing subalpine and alpine meadows, typically above 1,000 meters in elevation. These meadows are the first to become clear of snow in the spring, providing them with access to their preferred food sources. Diet: they are herbivores, primarily feeding on grasses, sedges, and wildflowers. Social behavior: they are highly social animals, living in colonies of up to 20 individuals. They communicate with each other through a variety of vocalizations, including whistles, barks, and clicks. Hibernation: during the winter months, they hibernate in burrows for up to 8 months, emerging in the spring when the snow melts. Threats: sadly, the Vancouver Island marmot population has faced significant decline due to various threats, including habitat loss and fragmentation. Due to logging, recreation, and climate change, their high mountain meadows are being lost or degraded. Predation: introduced predators like eagles and red foxes prey on marmots, especially juveniles. Disease: canine distemper virus, CDV, is a significant threat to marmot populations. Thankfully, with dedicated conservation efforts, there is hope for the future of the Vancouver Island marmot. By raising awareness and supporting conservation initiatives, we can help ensure the survival of this unique and important species. Number 5. Ethiopian wolf, Canis simensis, also known as the red jackal, simian fox, or simian jackal, is a unique canine native to the Ethiopian highlands. It is sadly one of the world's rarest canids and Africa's most endangered carnivore, with only an estimated 500 individuals remaining scattered across a few mountain ranges in Ethiopia. Here are some key facts about the Ethiopian wolf. Size and appearance. Similar in size and build to North America's coyote, the Ethiopian wolf has a slender build, long legs, a long and narrow skull, and a reddish-brown coat with white markings on its chest, underbelly, throat, and around the muzzle. They are distinguished by their black and bushy tail, reaching up to 40 centimeters in length, and pointed ears. Habitat. These social animals are found in the Afro-alpine habitat of the Ethiopian highlands, characterized by Afro-alpine vegetation and cold temperatures. Diet. Unlike most large canids who are generalist feeders, the Ethiopian wolf is a highly specialized feeder, relying almost exclusively on small rodents like the giant mole rat and common grass rat, which are abundant in their specific habitat. On rare occasions, they may cooperatively hunt young antelopes, lambs, and hares. Social behavior. While they primarily hunt alone, Ethiopian wolves are social creatures, forming packs of 3 to 13 individuals. These packs help defend territories with enough rodents to sustain the entire group and engage in social greetings and border patrols together. Threats. The main threats to the Ethiopian wolf include habitat loss and degradation. Due to overgrazing, agricultural expansion, and encroachment by human settlements, their Afro-alpine habitat is shrinking and becoming fragmented. Disease. Canine distemper virus, CDV, and other diseases pose a significant threat to the small and isolated Ethiopian wolf populations. Human-wildlife conflict, competition with herding dogs for food, and retaliatory killings by farmers who perceive them as a threat to livestock are additional challenges. Conservation efforts. Several conservation efforts are underway to protect the Ethiopian wolf, including habitat protection and restoration, disease control, community outreach, and education. With continued conservation efforts, there is hope for the future of the Ethiopian wolf. By raising awareness and supporting these initiatives, we can help ensure the survival of this unique and ecologically important species. Number 4. Sulu Hornbill. Anthracoceros montani, also known as Montano's hornbill, is a critically endangered species of hornbill endemic to the Sulu archipelago in the Philippines. Sadly, it is believed to be hunted to extinction on 2 of the islands it historically inhabited, Jolo and Sanga, with only a tiny population remaining in the Tawi Island group. Here are some key facts about the Sulu Hornbill habitat. These birds inhabit primary dipterocarp forests, typically on mountain slopes. However, this preference might be due to the lack of available lowland forest on the islands. They may also visit isolated fruiting trees over 1 kilometer away from the nearest forest. Description: entirely black except for a white tail, the Sulu Hornbill has a long, thick black bill, a black casque, and black bare skin around the eye. Males have pale eyes, while females have brown eyes and a smaller casque. Diet: they mainly feed on fruit, but their diet also includes small lizards and insects. Threats: the main threats to the Sulu Hornbill are habitat loss due to deforestation for agriculture, such as palm oil and coconut plantations, as well as potential hunting for food. Due to the critically low population size and ongoing threats, the Sulu Hornbill is listed as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List. Conservation efforts are crucial to prevent the extinction of this unique and beautiful bird. Number 3. Sacan Sturgeon. Acipenser mikadoi is a critically endangered fish species found in the Tumnin River basin of Russia and the Sea of Japan. It is an anadromous fish, meaning it spends its adult life in the ocean, but migrates to freshwater rivers to spawn. The Sacan Sturgeon is listed as endangered under the U.S. Endangered Species Act, ESA, and is protected by international agreements. The Sacan Sturgeon can grow up to 8 feet long and weigh up to 330 pounds. It has a long, slender body with 5 rows of bony plates along its back and sides. Its back is olive to dark green. Its belly is yellowish green-white, and it has an olive-green snout ripe along its side. The Sacan Sturgeon is a bottom feeder that eats mollusks, crustaceans, and other small invertebrates. It spawns in freshwater rivers in the spring and summer. The eggs are laid on the bottom of the river and hatch after about 2 weeks. The young sturgeon spends several years in freshwater before migrating to the ocean. The Sacan sturgeon is threatened by a number of factors, including habitat destruction, overfishing, and pollution. Dams built on rivers have blocked the sturgeon's migration routes and made it difficult for them to reach their spawning grounds. Overfishing has also reduced the population of Sacan sturgeon. Pollution from industrial and agricultural sources has degraded the water quality in rivers, making it difficult for sturgeon to survive. Conservation efforts are underway to protect the Sacan sturgeon. These efforts include protecting spawning grounds from development, stocking rivers with hatchery-raised sturgeon, reducing pollution in rivers, educating the public about the importance of conserving sturgeon. Number 2. Vanunu Giant Rat. The Vanunu Giant Rat, Uramis vica, also locally known as vica, is a giant arboreal rodent endemic to the island of Vanunu in the Solomon Islands. It was discovered in 2015 after years of searching based on local stories and described in 2017. Here are some key facts about the Vanunu Giant Rat. Size: it is the largest rodent in the Solomon Islands, growing to a body length of 48 cm and a tail length of 38 cm, with an estimated weight of up to 1.5 kilogram. Habitat: these rats are found in lowland rainforest, where they inhabit the forest canopy, feeding on fruit and seeds. Behavior: they are nocturnal and solitary animals, spending most of their time in the trees. They are excellent climbers and can jump long distances between branches. Conservation: the Vanunu Giant Rat is currently listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List due to its restricted range and potential threats from habitat loss and introduced predators. Efforts are underway to conserve the Vanunu Giant Rat, including conducting surveys to determine the full extent of their distribution and population size. Habitat protection: protecting areas of lowland rainforest on Vanunu Island. Community awareness: raising awareness among local communities about the importance of conserving this unique species. Number 1. Devil's Hole Pupfish. The Devil's Hole Pupfish, Cyprinodon diabolus, is a critically endangered species of fish found only in Devil's Hole, a water-filled cavern in Death Valley National Park, Nevada, USA. It is the rarest fish in North America, with a population estimated to be less than 100 individuals. Here are some key facts about the Devil's Hole Pupfish habitat. They live only in the shallow, warm 33 Celsius waters of Devil's Hole, which is about 55 meters deep and 20 meters wide. The water in the pool comes from an underground spring and is very high in oxygen and minerals, but low in nutrients. Size: they are small fish with a maximum length of up to 30 millimeters. Males are larger than females and have a more colorful appearance. Diet: they feed on algae and small invertebrates that grow on the rocks in the pool. Threats: the main threats to the Devil's Hole pupfish include changes in water level. Fluctuations in the water level can significantly impact the pupfish population. Water levels have been declining for decades due to pumping of groundwater in the area. Predation: introduced predators such as crayfish can threaten the pupfish population. Climate change. Climate change could further decrease water levels and increase water temperatures, making the habitat unsuitable for the pupfish. Conservation efforts. The Devil's Hole. Pupfish is one of the most closely monitored and managed fish species in the world. Conservation efforts include monitoring water levels. The water level in Devil's Hole is carefully monitored and managed to ensure it remains within a suitable range for the pupfish. Predator control. Efforts are underway to control the population of crayfish in Devil's Hole. Captive breeding. A captive breeding program has been established to help ensure the survival of the species. Despite these efforts, the Devil's Hole pupfish remains critically endangered. Continued conservation efforts are essential to prevent the extinction of this unique and important species. These are just a few of the many amazing animals facing extinction. Remember, every creature plays a vital role in our planet's ecosystem. By learning about these endangered animals and supporting conservation efforts, we can help ensure their survival for generations to come. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more fascinating animal adventures.